Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Small Town Murder Express.
Yay and choo-choo!
Oh, yay indeed, Jimmy. Yay indeed. My name is James Petrogallo. I'm here with my co-host.
I'm Jimmy Wissman.
Thank you, folks, so much for joining us all aboard the murder train. Pulling away from the station. We got some wild stuff for you this week. As usual, Express is hard to hold. It's only an hour, but it's
slippery.
It's 2 hours worth of murder trying to fight through that hour. I'll tell you that right now. Before we get started, head over to shutupandgivememurder.com. Get your merchandise, number one. Get your tickets to live shows. The full slate of 2026 live shows is for sale right now at shutupandgivememurder.com, starting with February 21st in Nashville. That is number one. Let's kick the year off correctly.
Yeah.
Get in there and do that. After that, Durham, Atlanta, Phoenix, Salt Lake City sold out. Never mind that. Denver, Buffalo, Royal Oak, Michigan, Milwaukee, Minneapolis, Dallas, San Jose, Sacramento, Tarrytown, and Boston. So,
wow.
And then we'll have my funeral around the holidays.
Which is nice.
That's nice. That'll be nice for everybody. Put a tree up by my casket if you could. I beg of all of you.
Dominic the donkey.
It's in my will, Jimmy. You have no choice. It's in my will. Someone's playing Dominic the donkey if I die around the holidays.
As we carry the casket.
As we do. It's going to be a solemn march to the grave as Dominic the Italian Christmas donkey. And Dominic starts to dance. Very solemn. I hope there's a drizzle going at the time, really set the mood for it. All right, that's shutupandgivememurder.com. Also, listen to our other two shows, Crime in Sports and Your Stupid Opinions, which are hilarious, and you should check those out. Yeah. And then get yourself Patreon. Do yourself a favor. Patreon.com/crimeinsports is where you get all of the bonus material. All you have to be is $5 a month or above, and you get everything we put out. Hundreds of bonus episodes you've never heard before immediately upon subscription. New ones every other week, including this week. What you're going to get. You get it all, everybody. For Crime and Sports, we're going to talk about the worst NFL weather games in history. This is fun. You don't have to like sports because we're not going to really be talking much sports. We're going to be talking about how the ball floated away during a flood and how they got, lost in the fog in the Eagles-Bears game and how there's mountains of snow and hurricane-force winds, all that kind of thing we'll talk about.
Not real TV-friendly, those ones.
No, they're fun to watch, though. Then for Small Town Murder, we are going to talk. The polls are closed, and the mall collapse has won. So we will be talking about this crazy mall collapse that happened, and we'll do old-timey crimes another time because everybody loves those. That's patreon.com/crimeinsports is where you get all of that, and you get everything we put out, all three shows. Everything, all ad-free as well.
Ad-free.
Ad-free as well as that. And you get a shout-out at the end of the regular show. You can't beat the deal.
Not much.
That's it. Patreon.com/crimeinsports. That said, it's time, everybody, to sit back.
Hey,
we got to get into this. Let's sit back here. Everybody, let's clear the lungs. And let's all shout. Shut up and give me murder. Let's do this, everybody.
Okay.
Let's go on a trip, shall we?
We are.
We're going to Utah this week.
All right.
As we will also be going on May 1st, but we're not really plugging that because it's sold out in 2 minutes there.
Hope you're coming. If not,
you go to Utah and you swear and drink, they will come see you. They're like, I just want to see somebody curse and drink. I don't care. Somebody be dirty here, please.
Yeah.
Let's do it. We're going to South Salt Lake, Utah.
Oh.
South Salt Lake is just a suburb in the south of Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
Exactly what it says here. It's in north central Utah where Salt Lake City is. It's 10 minutes to Salt Lake City. I mean, it's right there.
Oh, it's right there.
It's right suburb on the border. 35 minutes to Park City the other way if you want to get real fancy.
Right.
Spend a lot of money on a house. And about 50 minutes to Payson, Utah. Our last Utah episode 617, Murder Mystery Gone Wild. That was crazy. That is when two people were tied up in the house. And there was a dead person, and they said somebody came in and tied them up and killed somebody else, and it wasn't quite what their story was.
More Saw-related.
Yeah, exactly. This is in Salt Lake County. Area codes 385 and 801. Population here, 26,086.
Wow.
So not very big. And when this murder happened, there was about 10,000 was the population. So it was even more. Right? It was a little more rural in this area at that point. A median household income here is lower than I thought, because Salt Lake City, they make money in Salt Lake City, $50,589.
Oh.
Which is lower than the national average by almost 20,000. And the median home cost here is way up, though. That is $426,700. So
holy,
try doing that on $50,000 a year. Good luck. That's tough.
Word. That's house poor, right?
That's
house rich.
House poor. You're that's just poor. You can't afford to live in the house that you're in.
How are you going to do it? Yeah.
Our mortgage is as much as I make in a month. How do you do that?
That's poor.
That's poor. So the median home cost, that's there. And then the motto here, City on the Move.
Is it?
Yeah, we've heard that one about 20 times. City on the move. They're going away from Salt Lake City. A little bit of history here. Jesse Fox Jr. developed the area, South Salt Lake, referred to as Central Park. They have a Central Park here around 1890. He went to New York and saw Central Park, literally. And he was impressed. He was like, right in the middle of the city, they put a park here. This is pretty cool. And then he came back to South Salt Lake, which was completely rural at the time. Totally rural. And he goes, I'm going to name this Central Park, even though it's central of nothing. There's nothing there. There's nothing.
And Central Park super exists and is very famous.
It's hilarious. So he named it Central Park. Who knows? Now, by 1938, the town still didn't have a sewer system.
By 1938?
No, because they couldn't decide what they were going to be, if they were going to be part of Salt Lake City, if they were going to incorporate on their own. And to have a sewer system, you have to have like a structure and taxes coming to somewhere for someone to pay for it. So one of those things.
Or a private company that does it on their own. But either way, that costs money.
That's what I mean. So they were like, all right, we need a sewer. So they voted to incorporate the town of South Salt Lake so they could start paying for a sewer. By 1950, the population had increased enough for South Salt Lake to be designated a third-class city, which sounds terrible. Sounds like an insult. Christ, I'm stuck in this third-class city. This place is a dump.
And they're fucking proud of it.
Yeah. What is this, Grand Rapids? What am I doing here? This sucks.
We worked hard for this.
Yeah. Oh, shit. They changed this changed the form of government to a mayor and a city council, being a third-class city.
Really?
So I guess so here. The town president became the mayor. Lucky for him. Now, reviews of this town, these are like in the low 3s, by the way, out of 5 stars on.
They hate it.
On niche. Yeah, it's not good. Here's 4 stars. It's a good area. It's close enough to anything you could want, and it's fairly safe. I mean,
fairly.
Let's not go crazy. You don't let your kids out wandering around, but fairly safe. The drivers aren't great, but that's just the Salt Lake area for you.
That's true.
There you go. Yeah.
They are bad drivers.
I think that's a place that a lot of people move to. So you're going to get anytime you get like Phoenix, Salt Lake, Denver, L.A., places where people come from other places and bring their shitty driving styles from all over the country.
Salt Lake I rented a car and drove it to Idaho, and I got the finger several times and screamed, go back to Salt Lake.
Yeah, you're going to get that. That's people in the Northeast, the Massachusetts people get that.
Right. Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, everywhere else. Yeah. It doesn't say Salt Lake on the plate. It just says Utah. Well, they just assume you're a piece of shit driving like that.
Yeah. And where else is there in Salt Lake? It's like 80% of the state's population. It's just going by the math.
Or some shit.
Yeah. So here's 2 stars. South Salt Lake, for the most part, is a bunch of industrial buildings with a ton of apartment complexes spread around. Now we're getting the idea.
Yeah.
It's not looking great. It's nice that there's a transit system that goes through the city, making it easy to get around if you don't have a car. There is a lot of trash on the streets. The roads are not kept up, and nobody around here seems to pick up their dog's poop.
Yeah.
So we have.
Nobody.
It's
just everywhere.
You better hope that's dog poop. Let's put it that way. Here is 1 star. South Salt Lake City, which it's not. It's just South Salt Lake, but they put that, is a garbage wasteland full of crime.
Full of it.
Full of it. Yeah. They'll knock on your door, and they'll be rude when they ask you if you've accepted Jesus in your life. The cops are too busy hanging out in 7-Eleven or jerking off in church parking lots.
What?
That's very specific.
That's a wild accusation.
It's super specific is what I like about it. It's just specific as shit.
Jerking off. That's fucking amazing.
In the church parking lots. If you enjoy having your shit broken into, a random car window smashed out, or being terrorized by tweakers, come live here. Oh, this place sounds great. What a heavenly slice of...
all the while, cops are just beating off.
That's why. There's shit everywhere, tweakers. They're just too busy fucking whacking it in the church parking lots. There's a lot of church parking lots there, so I think it would help.
Oh, it's the funniest fucking thing.
That's awesome. Things to do in this town. Yeah. Mural Fest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's about as exciting as it sounds. It's basically they get murals. Last year featured 12 new murals.
Oh.
And that makes...
Do they put them on something, or is it just
on the shitty industrial buildings that they have? That everything. Yeah. So rather than a big metal pile of shit that's rotting, they make something nice on it, which is great. But this isn't really a festival.
Do they whitewash it and then have them redo it?
I don't think so. I don't know. Who cares? I don't really care about this at all, but
ain't over it. Who cares?
I tried to find something in here of interest in mural.
That's all we got.
Mural Fest, but you can meet the artists who do murals. I mean, that's fine. If you're really into art, that's cool, I guess. I don't know.
I'm sure that's a very exciting man.
There's a mural contest, but that's all there is. On TripAdvisor's top 10 things to do in this town, the top three things are breweries. So it's either drink, go to church, or paint a mural on an old industrial building. That's all they have to do here. So that said, I think it's time, everybody, to check in and see what's going on. Let's talk about some murder. What do you say?
Let's do it.
Let's do this. Let's start out hot here. February 22nd, 1989. Mm-hmm. All right. This is
That's my birthday.
That is, exactly.
Yeah.
That is 851 East 45th South. The street names are weird in Utah.
Shit, yeah.
This is at the Smith's Food King grocery store.
That is two different food chains, right?
That is absolutely two different. Yeah, Smith's used to be in Arizona, I remember, for a long time there, and Food King is a whole other thing. Mm-hmm. So this place, there's a man who is just scouring through the dumpsters outside.
Yeah.
He's picking through the dumpsters looking for very specific things. He's looking for wilted lettuce for his rabbits.
Okay, I was going to say he's got a tortoise.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of rabbits, and he's looking for wilted. So he goes through the dumpsters. I don't want any rabbits because I don't want to I don't want to pick through dumpsters. I really don't. Buy lettuce,
that might be the only place. Yeah, that's the only place I want a middleman. Can I just talk to the grocer and be like, if you're going to throw it out, leave it in a pallet, and I'll pick it up in the morning?
I'll leave it like a 20 on there for you. Like,
don't make me dig through that shit. What are you doing?
So he's doing this, and the bin was about to be emptied, so he ran in ahead of time to try to do this.
Full. Yeah.
As he's doing this, he comes across something else. He comes across garbage bags that are all taped up together and looking pretty suspicious.
Or convenient that maybe the produce
just
guy
a bag
bagged
full
them
of
up
lettuce.
for me.
Just a sack full of wilted lettuce. That's all it is. It's heavy, too.
Fuck. Yeah.
So he's like, this isn't right. Now, outside of a grocery store, though, there's all sorts of meat in that fucking dumpster,
there could
be
anything.
It could be a leg of, there could be a cow's leg in there. It could be anything.
For sure.
You have no idea. But turns out when he signifies don't dump this dumpster and they call the cops and all that kind of thing, turns out there are severed legs inside the garbage bags.
Whole legs.
Taped up.
Jesus.
Which is crazy because we just had the suitcase case in New Jersey with legs in a suitcase.
Legs.
How often does that happen? And here it's happening here.
Evidently a lot.
All the time, apparently. It's real common. Yeah. So that's what they find. Just legs. That's it. Severed at the mid-thigh.
Okay, that's pretty high.
Got a pair of legs. They seem to be from the same person. It's a right and a left. Again, that's always helpful. There's only one person we're looking for here, so that's good.
Sure.
So based on these legs, based on some distinguishing scars and a couple other factors we'll talk about, they figure out the identity of the legs.
Okay.
So it's a guy named Larry Dwayne White. Larry Dwayne White, born in 1937, so he's 52 at this point.
Old,
and he's either he's fucking in a wheelchair right now, or there's a bigger problem. You know what I mean? He's dead. Yeah. So they end up finding he is a native of Fort Wayne, Indiana. Mm-hmm. He moved to Utah after graduating high school and studied interior decorating. at Brigham Young University, which I wouldn't think they would have interior decorating at BYU. That makes no sense.
Doesn't seem like a...
What's not allowed in the religion, and
it doesn't seem like
taking part in that
very much at all.
No.
It's only ladies allowed.
Yeah, that's it. It's all, you're right. It's just the lady decorators. So he didn't graduate from BYU, though.
No?
His dad's name is Dale, and he lives with his dad in an apartment for about 2 years before his legs were found in a dumpster. He'd been living with his dad in an apartment. His dad's in his 70s. So we find out a little bit more about him. He was trying to be a freelance journalist at the time.
Really?
He was telemarketing and trying to be a freelance journalist. Which
boy.
Yeah, it's wild. So
poor guy.
He was last seen by his father a couple days before that. So his dad was able to identify the blood-stained sweater that they found with it as well. And there's a scar on the right leg that matches the scar the father said his son had.
Okay.
And they said any distinguishing features. He said scar on the leg, and they found the scar on the leg. So the amputated legs were obviously, discovered by Lettuce Boy here. And they said after matching blood types and baby footprints obtained from an Indiana hospital.
How about that?
Good police work there. You don't happen to have those stupid things laying around, do you? And they were like, we do, actually. So they were able to determine that it is him. Now, they're also looking for his 1972 four-door gold Oldsmobile as well.
Okay.
It's a boat. That thing is a boat.
Yeah,
Won't be hard. Won't be hard to find a giant gold boat. Should stand out. So he was working part-time as a telemarketer and spent the rest of his time writing books. He was trying to write books. He had written 2 books, both unpublished. Because this is 89. This is pre-Amazon. Unless you wanted to get like some paper and glue and start making a craft project at home.
It's not going to happen.
Self-publishing was extremely expensive and impossible to do. Now with Amazon, you can just click, boom, there you go. It's published. Whereas back then, you actually had to have somebody read it, say, oh, this is good.
I like this.
And then make it. Yeah.
I can sell this.
Totally different thing here. 2 books unpublished, and he was working on his third, which was the study of the Mormon faith's practice of baptizing the dead. That was his, which they posthumously baptize you.
They baptize a corpse, or
they do it all the time.
In theory, really?
No, they do it all the time.
What the fuck?
Someone doesn't want to be a Mormon. Their families want them to be Mormon. They die. They baptize them after death and go, well, now you're a Mormon.
That's kind of fucked up. I don't want to talk about it.
That's interesting. It's a crazy rule to make. Hey, you know what? After they're dead, fine. Doesn't have to be a free will. Someone else could just make it. All right.
They can't object anymore. You're going to God's kingdom whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not. You're you're going to a planet and it's a whole other thing. So he was living with his 76-year-old father. He was reported missing by his father on February 20th, 1989. Okay. So the first thing they go is, well, who's the last person you saw him with? Who does he hang out with? What does he do? Where does he go?
And he had legs then.
Clues.
Yeah.
And did he walk out of the house last time you saw him?
Yeah.
Okay. So we can date the legs to after that.
Yeah.
So he said there's one guy he hangs out with, a guy named Roy Anderson is what he says his name is here. Now, Roy said that he got Larry a job at this telemarketing place, and he was taking him to the telemarketing place. They were carpooling essentially to work here. And he said, that's the last person I saw him with. He never came home, and I reported him missing. There you go. He said that they said, well, who this Roy Anderson, what's he like? Who is he? And he said, well, he's likable. He says, a likable guy, seems friendly enough. He said, he's the only person who regularly visits his son. So he goes, that would be the guy I would talk to if I were looking for him. He said that his son Larry had taught this Roy Anderson to play chess.
Oh.
And that they've been playing chess all the time together. Or occasionally or whatever. And they were going to start work at this new telemarketing company. So they go, okay, we got to find this Roy Anderson. Now, that's not easy. Because, number one, his name isn't Roy Anderson.
Oh, of course it's not.
So, yeah, that's impossible. He's got a bunch of aliases. His name is...
Really?
Oh, absolutely. Robert Eugene Bennett is who we're looking for. Double N, double T on the Bennett.
That's the real name.
That's his real name. Robert Eugene Bennett goes by Eugene most of the time. If you could choose Robert or Eugene, you're picking Eugene out of that? Okay.
I don't know. I might go by Gene, yeah?
Gene's not terrible, but
Robbie?
I guess when you're a kid, you'd want like Robbie, probably, right? That sounds like somebody.
Or Bobby.
Or Bobby. Yeah, that sounds like, you're out there like jumping things on a dirt bike, I think.
Yeah.
A Robbie Knievel's
jeans with holes in the knees.
Yeah, there you go. So this is a guy who's born in 1938, so right around the same age, a year younger than Larry. He's also known as Joe King, King Bennett, Roy William Anderson, and we'll get to a few other aliases he has.
No reason. Okay.
He's a bounder, we'll call him. He drifts around quite a bit. He's being sought for questioning about the pair of legs, just because. And it's not even they think he did it; they're just questioning.
Yeah, you're the last guy.
Where'd you go? Where'd you take him? Where'd you see him go anywhere? Did you talk to him since then? So they don't. That was February 22nd. Mm-hmm. They don't catch up with Robert Eugene Bennett until April 6th, 1989. So
years later?
No, a month and a half. It was 1989.
Oh, 89.
Yeah,
Got it.
same year. Right, but a month and a half it took to track this guy down, which is actually not bad for 1989.
It's pretty good.
Especially because he's not in the Salt Lake area when they find him.
Where they get him.
He's not even in Utah. He's in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Which is the opposite of Utah.
Sure.
Polar opposite.
It's the Sodom of their Gomorrah.
Exactly. So they are there. The reason why they find him there is because the federal authorities find him.
Oh.
Because this had been, the local cops notified the federal authorities that they might be looking for a fugitive, and they ended up finding that Robert Eugene Bennett had opened up a post office box in Larry Dwayne White's name.
Really?
He has his identification also when they find him.
Oh.
He also applied for a reprint of Larry's birth certificate from the state of Indiana. He's becoming Larry.
Identity theft. Yeah.
That's what he's doing. He's becoming Larry. He's got all of his information. When they search the boarding house room that he's staying at, he's classy, this guy. That's what he is.
Boarding room, yeah.
Boarding house. Which sounds like it's from the 19th century, doesn't it?
I didn't know they existed in the late 80s, early 90s.
No, but they do, apparently. So they ended up saying that they found identification and other papers belonging to Larry Dwayne White. They were recovered following a search of the boarding house there. According to the search warrant, they also recovered a 5-shot 38 caliber handgun from Bennett's belongings.
Yeah.
In addition to rubber gloves, electrician's tape, and a roll of black plastic garbage bags. A murder kit. That's good Lord. That is a murder kit is what he's got there.
Why do you?
That's dangerous.
And you're becoming somebody else. You have got a lot of questions.
And that's somebody else. We found his legs in a dumpster. So let's chat. In addition to that, they also found several sets of license plates.
Oh.
Okay, that were stolen from a car belonging to the man who owns a home near where Bennett rented a tiny one-bedroom apartment.
With his dad.
Right. No. Bennett, the guy they found in Vegas.
Yeah, this guy. Yeah. Okay.
So this guy, the guy with the license plates, when they take him back to him, he says, yes, I know that guy, that Robert Eugene Bennett. Know him by a different name, but he rented a tiny one-bedroom residence, which is hidden from the road behind a bunch of bushes right by my house. So
was it Roy Anderson?
It's something. He didn't know his name, but he said, I know that guy. Yeah, he lived right there. Also, they said 2 or 3, quote unquote, from the sheriff, 2 or 3 books on how to manipulate the system and hide your identity.
Why?
They said, quote, he is what you'd call a master of deceit.
Oh.
Which will absolutely be the name of this episode, the master of deceit. He said, you can see this guy is running from something. He said that he's been living underground under assumed or adopted names for more than a decade, they figured out.
What is the reason?
He said, it's really spooky. We don't have any idea how many times this may have happened before or how many people this guy may have done in.
Oh.
Now they're thinking he definitely killed this guy.
Serial
stole his fucking identity. He could be doing this all over the country because he's been underground using aliases. We don't even know where he's been.
For how long? We don't even know.
No clue. Well, we don't. There's a starting point, and we'll figure it out. The starting point of where they can figure out how long he's been out there is even scarier than what we just found. Anyway, now he's in jail awaiting trial on federal Social Security fraud indictments. They haven't charged him with murder yet because they don't have to because he's sitting in jail. He's been questioned numerous times about White's death, but he refuses to say shit. He's
Really?
a pro-criminal, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Is what it is. So they want to search his home, which is at 664 East Kings Lane. And the landlord said that he had lived there between December and February, December 88, February 89, and then left right after the legs incident here. They said then he just disappeared.
Wow.
So they said, this matches up with the license plates that were there and all that kind of thing. He also had Larry White's ID and all that kind of shit too. So they say, we'd love to find the rest of Larry White. That'd be great if we could do that. So they're like, we got to search the residence, his residence. Maybe there's clues there. So they search his ex-residence, the one he lived in for 3 months. And while they're outside, they notice a bare patch of ground. There's
empty spot. Yeah,
there's weeds covering everything except in this one spot where it's bare.
Okay.
So that's a giveaway. It's
dig there.
between the house and a 6-foot picket fence alongside the south side of the home. And the captain said, quote, we were acting on a hunch, noting that the owner of the property also thought the patch looked suspicious. So the detectives dig about 8 inches into the ground.
Yeah.
And they hit concrete.
Oh.
Concrete. They're like, that's fucking concrete. They dig around. It's a big piece of concrete. It's not just a chunk of concrete that was in there. It's concrete. So they're like, what the fuck? So they pry up the concrete.
Wow.
They find the edges of it. They pry it up. And then they said as soon as they did that, they caught a whiff of decomposing flesh.
Decomp right away.
Yeah. They said about 2 feet farther down, they found a torso. No arms.
Oh, boy.
Mid-thigh up.
Yeah.
No head, no arms. Torso.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Also wrapped in plastic bags, stuffed between 2 pipes. So he dug down to where the pipes were.
He got low.
Put it in there, put the dirt back on, poured concrete over it.
Concrete capped it.
Then more wood, or more dirt to
more
show.
Dirt.
That's, wow, that's impressive. Hey, everybody, just going to tell you about a great way to relax into your couch this time, or into your bed, or wherever, with Soul.
GetSoul.com.
Absolutely. Soul is the best. I love Soul's products. I like the gummies. They have the 15 milligram gummies that I truly, truly enjoy a lot. Also, the sleepy gummies are excellent. They're good. Their seltzers are good. It's quality. It tastes good.
Yeah.
It's clean feeling. It makes you feel great. Really, really enjoy it. And especially because I'm not a big drinker, so this is much better for me. More my speed, and I like it a lot. Soul is a wellness brand that believes feeling good should be fun and easy. Soul specializes in delicious hemp-derived THC and CBD products designed to boost your mood and help you unwind. Their best-selling out-of-office gummies were designed to provide a mild, relaxing buzz, boost your mood, and enhance your creativity and relaxation. With 5 different strengths, you can tailor the dose to fit your vibe, from a gentle 1.5 milligram microdose to their newest 15 milligram gummy, which I love, for a more elevated experience. And if you like the out-of-office gummies, try the out-of-office beverage. It's a refreshing, alcohol-free alternative that's perfect for winding down on the couch, socializing with friends, doing whatever you want here. And Soul also has a variety of products specifically designed to help you get a better night's rest, including their top-selling Sleepy Gummies, which I love, which are a fan favorite for deep, restorative sleep. Bring on the holiday cheer and treat yourself or someone you love to Soul this season. Right now, Soul is offering our audience 30% off your entire order. Go to GetSoul.com and use the code SmallTownMurder. That's GetSoul.com, promo code SmallTownMurder for 30% off.
Now back to the show.
Hey everybody, just going to take a quick break from the show to tell you a better way to shop with Thrive Market.
ThriveMarket.com?
That's the one, Jimmy. ThriveMarket.com. You will be thriving with Thrive Market. Healthy's hard. We get that. But Thrive Market will help you make it easy. You can, just with the small swaps, little things that you can swap out can help so much. Trusted ingredients and personalized shopping that fits your lifestyle. Thrive Market is the easiest way to make better choices without feeling overwhelmed, all delivered straight to your door. And they really do. They have so much stuff, just little things you can swap out. Like Sarah can't eat gluten, so they have these awesome chips that are really good that I didn't even know were gluten-free, and I'm eating them like crazy. I love their tortilla chips that they have. Others, the snack stuff. It's so good and not terrible for you. That's what's great. You can actually eat better and do better with Thrive Market, and it's so simple to do. It really is. I mean, you don't want it to feel like all these sacrifices. No. You want to feel like you're living your life. You work all day, you come home, you want to sacrifice more? No. You want to eat something decent. So healthy living, doesn't have to be boring, doesn't have to be expensive. Thrive Market will get you where you need to go. If eating better feels overwhelming, that's because you're not shopping in the right place. Right. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, healthy eating does not have to feel like it's a restrictive diet, saying no all the time. Thrive Market makes it easy to say yes to thousands of healthier versions of your favorites without giving up on taste or breaking the bank. They make it easy. Scan anything with the barcode scanner that they have, and it instantly swaps it out for a better version of that. Wow. That's so cool, so you don't have to go searching for it. Personalized shopping is also great that they have here. Instead of the struggle of trying to figure out what foods fit your health goals, Thrive Market will do the hard work for you. Easily shop by 90-plus diet and lifestyle filters to find exactly what you want without second-guessing. High-protein meals, low-sugar meals, GLP-1 friendly options, or gluten-free staples. AI-powered cart remembers your habits, cutting decision fatigue out, too. You don't have to think because Thrive Market knows what you like. So they'll bring it with you. And also, Thrive Market ensures the food you eat has the healthiest quality, the highest quality, the healthiest quality, and free of 600-plus sketchy ingredients, so every choice is verified by experts, and it feels intentional and safe, and it's great. Thrive Market's great. It's an easy way to shop, really excellent for finding the healthy stuff to switch out. We use it. I think you should use it, honestly. That's our advice as friends. Go out and get Thrive Market. Join Thrive Market with our link, thrivemarket.com/smalltownmurder for 30% off your first order plus a free $60 gift.
Wow. And now back to the show.
I mean, that's effort.
It's a lot of work.
That's something. Yeah. So they started digging. They found the torso at about 8 p.m., and it was about 30 inches underground, wedged between a pipe and the septic tank. That's where it was. Uh-huh. So then Tuesday morning, the next day, they come back and dig up another patch alongside the southern foundation of the home, where under a patch of concrete, another patch of concrete wrapped in 3 plastic bags held together with electrician's tape, they find the head.
Oh, my God.
There it is. That is Larry Dwayne White's head.
Wow.
So now they have most of this person.
We're pretty close.
We're missing some arms still.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're doing all right.
We're doing good.
It's coming together.
You're so like we said with the other one, your hangman game is almost complete. So this is terrible, obviously. They said that an upper plate was being compared to the dental charts just to make sure this isn't someone else's fucking head, even though the dad said, that's my son. But still, you have to make sure. Anyway, this is horrifying, obviously. They're trying to figure it out. The head was about 35 inches down, so that's 3 feet.
Yeah, so you got a head and the torso of a guy on your
with
and
concrete.
Then you run around. I guess he ran out of bags of concrete, or
maybe dumping legs in dumpsters, which makes no sense.
Why do you do that?
So they said the torso was clad only in white shorts. They also found work gloves down there, a penny, and a small neck chain, like a small necklace.
Yeah,
that belonged to Larry. Now the torso, luckily, shows the cause of death because the legs didn't, so we don't know. It is 5 bullet holes from a .38 caliber.
All emptied it,
all 5. And that's what they found. So they have a gun now. They're going to compare that to the bullets removed from the torso pretty soon here. They said, everything wrapped in plastic. To me, the concrete poured over the top is the wild part. That's
a lot.
Yeah, and they said that this is interesting with the concrete because they said it's kind of genius. This is the police talking. They said anybody who's just digging around accidentally, not a police looking for a body, but if someone was just digging for something in the backyard and they hit concrete, they'd stop.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what's under there, but I'm not going to find out. It's probably pipes or something nobody wants disturbed. Fuck it, I'll move over here.
It's just a hard dig. I mean, we'll move somewhere else. Yeah.
That's it. So they said that's pretty genius, they said, basically. And they said this is an ingenuity possibly born from experience, is what the captain of the police force said.
Yeah.
This is not something you do the first time you kill somebody. This is a thing that you do. They said the head was well preserved and dental records are used to identify it, and it is him. And, oh, by the way, the .38 caliber matches the bullets that are found in him. Yeah. So they send the leg bones to the FBI crime lab in Quantico to compare it with the torso just to make sure they go together. Even
Just
though
be positive.
the head is definitely him from dental records, the legs are definitely him from the scar. The torsos, we assume it's him, but it might be from somebody else. They're trying to put it all together here.
Let's do our legwork here. No pun. You know what I mean? Just let's run it out and make sure that we got the right thing.
Absolutely. And they discovered that he was dissected, if you want to put it that way. That's the way this newspaper article put it. After he died, he was shot and killed first, and then cut up.
Okay.
So that's good. At least he wasn't fucking cut up while he was alive.
That's bisected, though, right? To use the right term.
Well, biased too.
You wouldn't call that. Okay. Yeah.
The newspaper called it dissected. Yeah, if there's more than one cut, it's dissected. I think, at that point, yeah. So, or two, if you cut it in more than two pieces, I think. But I'm not a scientist, and neither are you, so we don't know.
And I'm
shit.
also not a linguistic.
We're also idiots. That's the other thing. So the arms here, they never found the arms.
Oh,
never.
What?
They never find his arms, ever.
I guess you just give up, right?
Well,
but you gotta.
The sheriff said,
assume they're in another trash can.
We dug up the whole countryside. We did not find those. Wow. He said there's a possibility they may have been put in a dumpster like the legs. We don't know. And someone wasn't searching for lettuce in that one, because if that guy wasn't searching for lettuce, that dumpster was about to get dumped. Literally, the garbage truck was in the parking lot, so you wouldn't have found the legs either. And you wouldn't have known to look for the torso.
Without him and his goddamn rabbits, we wouldn't even known to look for Larry.
No, we wouldn't. Larry would be a disappeared person. That's it. That's all you'd know about him. So they search a little more. They go to there's a shed on the property, and they tear that shed apart too. And in there, they find a hacksaw in the shed.
Yeah.
That is perfect for cutting people up. And they're like, that's going to be gross. We should do that. Yeah. So they said, when we started, this is the police chief deputy. He says, when we started, all we had was a set of legs with different socks, because there was different socks on the legs.
Yeah.
He said if we hadn't found the legs, it would have been just a city case classified as a missing person.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have put out the federal thing that wouldn't have caught him with the identity theft.
Wow.
They wouldn't have found any of this shit. They would have just said, if this guy pops up, give us a call.
Yeah. Sure.
So it's very interesting. They praised the detectives. The sheriffs said that it was a tough case. They did a good job. They just wouldn't let loose of any little piece of evidence they got. It goes back again to the basics. They said this was old-fashioned police work. Just
old-fashioned.
One thing leads to another, and you follow the leads. Now, Bennett is still not talking.
Is that right?
He still wants to shut up. He's been interviewed, refused to talk about either the White murder or any of the other crimes, whether his identity theft, anything. One of the officers said, we hope he'll cooperate, but one way or the other, we're going to take a hard look at what we have and where we are in our investigation. So whether he talks or not, he's getting charged, I think is what it is. Yeah. So Larry's dad recalls to the newspaper having Bennett over the house to eat with him.
Oh.
And he said, my son blessed the food, and then I sat down and ate dinner with the man who was going to kill my son.
Oof.
Jesus, that's a dark way to look at it.
Yeah.
Let's not look at it like that. What do you say there?
No.
Larry, his dad, Dale. So he's being held without bail on the federal charges. He's being held over for trial because he's a flight risk, they say. They have a trial set for June 7th, and the maximum federal prison sentence for that is 5 years in prison.
Okay.
So, he tries to get bail, but they don't let him get bail. Finally, May 10th, 1989, second-degree murder charges are filed against him on a state level. So they're saying that they filed second degree rather than first degree because they could not prove any aggravating circumstances accompanied the murder, like premeditation.
Yeah.
The autopsy showed the mutilation occurred after he was dead, so they can't say that it's extra painful and extra torturous. Sure. He shot a guy a bunch of times, and then the rest of it's kind of academic at that point. Once he's dead, that's not the same. Now, this all seems like enough bullshit for this guy to be into, right? Enough trouble? Well, that's when detectives in Beaverton, Oregon come a-calling.
Yeah?
They want to chat. They contacted law enforcement because he had lived in Beaverton, so these sheriffs in Utah contacted Beaverton, Oregon to say, we got this guy. He seems like a real scumbag. Just want to know if you're looking for him, essentially, since he lived there.
Yeah, right.
So they go, as a matter of fact,
we are looking for him.
We've been looking for him and wanting to talk to him for about 12 years now, or 11 years now, because on February 22nd, 1978, 11 years to the day, His wife went missing.
Why does he love that day?
And then he disappeared.
What the fuck?
This is crazy. His wife in 1978, her name is Floy, Floy. That's what I see.
Okay.
Floy Jean Bennett is her name. She goes by Jeannie. Everybody calls her Jeannie.
Yeah.
She disappeared February 22nd, 1978, which is crazy. Now, the detectives in Beaverton said they are going to drive down to Utah to figure this out.
Yeah.
Because they're like, that's the same day? This is too much of a coincidence.
Yeah.
So they said, we've never had any substantial information which linked Mr. Bennett to his wife's disappearance. With Mr. Bennett's arrest with this charge in Salt Lake City, it certainly sheds a bright light on our investigation up here.
We'd like to talk.
Yeah, especially because he tried to disappear the guy, which is because they never found Jeannie.
Oh, no.
Jeannie disappeared. On February 22nd, 1978, she was a court reporter, married to Robert Eugene Bennett, and she had left work. That's what we know. She left work because she was there. And then Bennett told police that she was going out shopping, basically. She's described as a slim, pretty court reporter for the county circuit judge, Richard J. Burke.
Yeah.
And vanished. Now, Bennett...
They do be shopping, James. Not that
ladies
much.
be shopping, yeah.
They don't do it that much.
He goes, she's
That's
shopping.
11 years?
She's still shopping. Smoke coming off that fucking Visa card. Going through there.
Yeah.
According to the police, Robert told them that she left the home. She left work, came home, and then about 7:30 p.m., she left to go shopping at Washington Square and has never been seen or heard from since.
That's a hell of a sale.
That's something. Now, we've heard there's been several episodes where women disappear from malls because it's a good place to kidnap a woman, essentially, back in the day.
Even kids. Yeah.
Even kids. It's they didn't have cameras out there and nobody cared. But Ted Bundy tried it, and that's where people are.
That's what gave us America's Most Wanted, for fuck's sake.
Well, I mean, that's where people are, so you can pick out a person. It's like having a buffet of victims there, essentially.
Yeah.
So they said, I don't know, but they took his word for it at the time. They were suspicious of him, but people disappear all the time. The only thing is they know she didn't just take off. They thought about it because she had, and this is in 1978, an $18,000 a year job, which was good money in 1978.
That's a great job. Yeah.
That's a real good job, and had just recently inherited $90,000 in 1978 money.
She's doing great.
Yeah, and so she was doing wonderful for herself. She liked her jobs. She liked her job, and her relatives and friends said she would not disappear. She was thrilled with her life right now. Yeah. They said, we don't know. They tried to say that, maybe she would start a new life, but they don't think of that at all. Why would she leave all the money behind? That's crazy. Right. They think she was abducted or was murdered, basically, and the investigators know nothing. Basically, she just vanished into thin air. Nobody saw her at the mall that night. Yeah. So she didn't make it to the mall. They also said at the time that she was a prolific check writer, wrote checks for everything, never used cash, and had not written one or used her credit card in months afterwards. So they're that is not like her. She has not withdrawn any funds from at least 2 substantial bank accounts. Okay. It's the thing, you have to be able to live. To be able to live, you need money. Yeah. So they said, and there was no withdrawals before she took off, she wasn't taking money out to store it up. Yeah. None of that happened either. And she made no attempt to pick up her checks from court reporting, which were being held by the judge for her. So they're like, people don't just leave behind money. They leave behind other things, people, kids, legs. They leave all sorts of shit behind, cars. They don't leave money behind. They just don't. So they weren't real concerned at the time. This is 1978. In 1978, they still weren't really concerned. They thought, who knows? Maybe she went, to the coast to do acid or something. Who knows? Right. She's 10 years late on the hippie thing. Who cares? Yeah. We don't know.
Women just started being able to buy homes on their own. Maybe she's just shacked up with a man somewhere. We don't know.
Yeah, and back then they said runaways, adults and juveniles, were way more common. It just was. Sure. Police files across the country, they said, were just overflowing with missing person reports or people who eventually turn up alive and well, and they just left home for reasons of their own that their friends and family didn't know about. Yeah. However, 5 days after she disappeared, this is the fucked up part. She disappears for 5 days. Her husband reported her missing, said she took off. 5 days later, he calls the cops again and says, "This is crazy. I came home today, and her car's in the driveway now."
Oh.
Now her car's just there.
She's been here.
She must have been here, he said, and also some suitcases and some of her clothes also missing from the house. So she apparently came home in her car, packed up, and took the fuck off
another car. Yeah.
with somebody else, or got into another car.
Walked down the road with all of her suitcases.
Well, that's it, with all of her shit, like Steve Martin and the Jerk, just fucking wandering down, sleeves hanging out of there. That's it.
That's all I need.
In this paddleball game. So the police searched the car thoroughly, and they found nothing suspicious. At that point, the newspaper attempted to contact Mr. Bennett, who worked as a freelance court reporter, the one we're talking about, but he was, quote, out of state.
Oh.
On some business. But the thing is, he never fucking came back. He never came back.
Okay.
And he told people that his wife had left him. He just said she left. She took off. He wasn't even concerned. He told several people connected to the newspaper that he thought his spouse had left for a warmer climate and would not be returning. She just was looking for some sunshine.
Well, she grabbed her suitcases and just a bunch of shorts and T-shirts. So
that's how
I don't think
tell.
She's going to, not Montana.
A couple of sundresses, maybe. That's it. I think no closed-toed shoes. I'd go with Florida. I'm not
San Diego bound.
Not positive. So that's what he said. Friends and relatives, as well as the employers, told the newspaper that's not characteristic of her. It's just not.
Yeah.
She's not a I'm going to go right now type of person. If she was going somewhere, she'd plan it a long time. It'd be a big deal. She'd tell everybody about it. So it's very interesting that everybody around describes her as reliable and very punctual, including the judge she works for. And he'll judge you if you're not reliable.
That's his job to judge.
He's very judgmental, that judge.
Yeah.
We know that. Joanna Rush, a friend of Mrs. Bennett for 23 years, described her as a very private person, very reliable, particularly where her job was concerned.
Okay.
She's not going to just not do that, not show up for work and abandon her job.
Takes it dead serious, yeah.
He said she's also very reserved around strangers. She's not someone who would run into somebody, say, in a mall parking lot and run away with them that night.
Yeah.
This is not her. She's private and not like that. Her friend said she was uncomfortable if she was going to meet someone and knew she would have to walk in by herself.
Oh.
She's uncomfortable with it.
Yeah.
Which, that's an interesting fact because some people who are they don't mind she'll walk into a biker bar by herself. Somebody might take her. She might get disappeared or she might put herself in a situation that's dangerous. Whereas this woman, it's like she's not putting herself in these situations. So if something happened, it had to be thrust upon her. And that description's another one of her friend who was Judge Burke's secretary and a friend of Mrs. Bennett, who said she liked to have a good time, but only with people that she knew and in situations where she was comfortable.
Right.
A friend has a little gathering, a little dinner party.
Sure.
She'll have a couple glasses of wine and have a laugh, but she's not someone who's like, let's go to the nightclub tonight and meet a bunch of people. That's not her type of thing.
Or if somebody approached her in a parking lot and said, let's go have a drink, she wouldn't go with them.
No, she wouldn't do it. She'd be worried to do it. Exactly. So she wouldn't put herself in a situation that was dangerous, not knowing it was dangerous, just, trying to have a good time. So her sister said that the situation just didn't feel right to her. She said, I think anybody could meet someone and run off for a couple days or a couple weeks, but would later make contact. Like, she might have done that. She could have taken off for San Diego, but she's not just going to not talk to her family. She had no beef with her family. She might leave her husband, but she'll call her sister and say, hey, I'm alive. Don't tell Robert where I am.
Yeah, right.
That, you do that. So now her mother referred to an earlier time when she had left home, actually, and didn't make contact for some time back in the day.
Oh.
She said, Jeannie and I talked about that, about how a person could do that. She knows how I feel. She would call after that and say, I'm not coming home.
Right.
So her mom sat her down and said, that really freaked me out when you were gone for a couple of weeks. You can't do that. So she said, quote, I think she's dead. This is
my God.
This is in 1978 she's talking.
Yeah.
I think she's dead. I thought that from the beginning. As soon as she heard she was missing, she's dead.
Yeah.
She said a final feeling that this is it. I have a gut feeling that just tells me. She took too good of care of herself and had too many things to just walk away and leave.
Wow.
She's built a life for herself here.
Yeah. And she got $90,000.
90 grand and a good job. So now the cops hear all of this and they go, yeah, but none of that's all helpful. But if there's no evidence, we can't do anything except say it's a missing person at that point. There's no evidence of foul play. There's no blood of hers or anything like that where they would be looking for a corpse. All they can do is put out a missing persons thing. They said that the investigation is doing exactly what it has to do, but they said there's no evidence to prove or disprove almost any theory that anyone wants to advance.
Right.
He said, our preliminary investigation got us nowhere, so now we'll have to start over again from ground zero. This time, though, we'll make a close look at the possibility of a homicide.
Okay.
So if they had really been looking at her as a missing person, but as time goes by, the chances that she's just missing and will come back on her own kind of wanes as time goes by. It gets slimmer and slimmer. So the cops asked the public for help, too. They have to. They need help. So there's a big article in the paper, Police Hunt for Woman, which sounds really scary. The cops are horny, everybody. Get in your houses. The police hunt for a woman.
You knew that when you looked in the parking lot.
In the church parking lot. That's what keeps them from doing that. So they asked the public's aid in the investigation in 1978. And so there's like, where's Jeannie? Help find Jeannie. They said her husband reported her car was there and suitcases and everything else. They give all the info that everybody has. Yeah. At 1978, they decide, let's dig up this fucking yard in this house.
Okay.
They didn't trust Robert then. They were like, we're digging this yard up, motherfucker. Okay. So they do. They go ahead and they dig up a piece of property where they believed a body could be buried. They found a spot that looked good. They dug up a whole area. Nothing. They found nothing in 1978.
Just concrete.
So then on March 17th, which is less than a month after she disappeared, Robert Bennett files for divorce on Jean.
Oh.
He's trying to go through with she must have left me.
Yeah.
So he filed to dissolve the marriage on the grounds of irreconcilable differences and then later asked that the petition be dismissed.
Oh, he doesn't want to be divorced now.
Seems like he thought that would make him look more innocent, like he didn't know where she was and she abandoned him, then said, actually, that looks worse. Never mind.
It sure does. Yeah.
That looks way worse. Her sister then petitioned the court successfully to become the conservator of her estate until her whereabouts could be established. So he couldn't spend her 90 grand, essentially. Right. Yeah. In the meantime, they said the investigation goes on, and I quote the newspaper from the cops, quote, "It is not likely to fade away quietly." That is the last newspaper article I found about that investigation.
Faded away very quietly.
Faded away very quietly. It faded away. So where did he go? Where did Bennett go when he took off? Well, not long after the wife disappeared, he, quote, went underground.
Right.
We knew that. He adopted different names and moved frequently.
Oh.
All over Oregon, Utah, all over the area. And they were basically... At this point, now knowing his aliases, knowing about his wife, now they're trying to link his aliases to any other missing people.
Okay.
Anybody last seen with a guy with the name of his alias?
Yeah, right.
What about that? They found out that he moved to Reno. That was the first move after his wife disappeared. Then, this is from the cops, quote, disappeared for 10 years.
Awesome.
Poof, gone. Which you could do in the 80s. From the 70s.
In Reno,
and the In Reno, especially, yeah. You could just live in a brothel and no one would care.
Reno's the portal to the unknown.
To hell? Yeah, it is. So then he wound up, they said he apparently traveled across the United States, then wound up in California.
Wow.
Then moved back to Oregon, made a full rectangle around the country where he, and this is maybe the craziest thing he's done so far, even though... He's fucking allegedly murdered a man and chopped him up and buried him in different places. He married his brother's widow.
Oh, boy.
This isn't the 1850s. You don't do that.
No, that's weird. Yeah.
You do that in the 1800s when it's like, well, I might as well take care of my brother's kids too.
Yeah.
That's, Seth Bullock on Deadwood did that.
They need a man around.
Yeah. So you just do that. That's just stepping up. I had to step up, take care of his family. In 1986, you didn't do that. That's just weird. No. It's just creepy at that point.
Yeah.
So the police said that they the police in Utah then said, given all these developments, quote, we may go back and do some more digging ourselves. What's happened there certainly does shed some light on our investigation.
Yeah.
He's still not talking, by the way.
Oh.
He won't answer questions about the severed leg case, about White. Yeah. He won't answer questions about his car, his residences, where his relatives live. Nothing.
What?
Anything. And any question, he will just say, no comment, very sternly. No comment, okay. Over and over again.
Right. Does he know that looks bad? He does, right?
He's got it. He can say, I'm not going to talk because I want my attorney, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But he's just saying, no comment.
Huh.
One of the cops said, quote, this is his lawyer that he retained.
Sure.
He's very street smart. This is hilarious. He's been living underground for 11 years now, which makes him sound like a troll who lives beneath the city. We get what he's saying.
Beneath the street.
Yeah. If his light shines, he goes, he runs away. Yeah, he scatters. They said, and is now a suspect in his wife's death, and he knows better than to talk. He really doesn't need defense attorneys. That's from his defense attorney.
Oh.
I'm superfluous. Don't really need me.
He doesn't need us because he's not giving up anything to defend himself to. Yeah.
Yep. So then they said, how many more people could he possibly have killed? They said if they can get this murder charge to stick, they can possibly be able, now they have him somewhere, they can use evidence to maybe link him to other disappearances and murders all over the country.
Oh.
They believe that he may be responsible for other homicides, and because of that, they prepare a lengthy profile detailing Larry White's homicide and Bennett and send it to the FBI's Violent Crime Apprehension Program. They want a profile, essentially. They want them to see if this type of person would be killing more people and see if they also have cases to connect to it.
Right.
So they say maybe they can lead to other murders being solved outside of Utah, which would make sense here. They said that the documents and things and some of the stuff he had on him in Las Vegas linked him not only to Larry White, but to several other people whose sheriff's detectives have been unable to track down. In other words, he has identifications of people who are not around.
Who are missing,
What do you think? And then he knows to bury under concrete.
Right.
There's a lot of this. He's done this a lot.
And Nevada is widespread. Really, the whole West
desert
is widespread.
There's nothing but land.
Yeah.
Nothing but
so
fucking
much
land,
room.
man. He said, we'd like to know who and where these people are and whether they are all right. I don't think they're all right. I'll be honest with you.
I'm going to guess,
How else did he get their IDs and all their info and shit? So the investigators at the scene believe the manner in which the body was disposed indicates a practiced pattern, something he may have found worked in the past and believed would work again. Continuously. So they keep looking into it. May 16th, 1989, 6 days after he's arrested, United States federal government drops the charge against Bennett.
Okay.
They could always reinstate it, but they dropped the charge because he's got bigger fish to fry in Utah with a murder case here. So they said the rare charge for which the defendant was held without bail effectively kept him in custody until he was charged with second-degree murder. That's all they were doing. It was a hold. So he's all set to go to trial.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got the dead man's things. Doesn't look real good.
You cop a plea?
Pre-trial, they're fighting over whether they're going to let the wife stuff in.
Oh.
Because if you hear his wife's missing too and we found him with a bunch of other stuff, that's not good at all.
You holler, right? Let's talk about this.
This looks real bad. He says, I'm going to go ahead and plead guilty on this one.
Okay.
I don't think I can win this.
Yeah.
So to avoid it, he pleads guilty. His attorney in court said that Bennett wanted to minimize the exposure of details about his private life.
About how bad a guy I am.
Yeah, if we go to trial, there's way more investigations on me, which is going to find more bodies in other states and all this type of shit. I don't want to do that. He said also about the mutilation. He didn't want to talk about that. He didn't want that coming up in trial and having it be all salacious. He's just concerned about the public here. That's all it is.
I don't want his family to go through some unnecessary stress.
Not only that, it's just bad for everybody. You know what I mean? People, they don't want to hear that kind of thing. They just don't. That's what he said.
And you're not going to win when a guy's body is found on your property and you're becoming him. It's over.
You opened a P.O. box in his name.
Yeah.
He suspected of shooting and dismembering his chess partner, pleads guilty, and he also says that he didn't want the victim's family to suffer any longer. Just didn't want to drag this out. That's crazy.
Got to settle this.
When asked by the judge if he committed the crime, he nodded and said quietly, absolutely. That's his yes. Absolutely.
That's not yes. That is absolute.
You want those fries large? Absolutely. That's what that is. That's not.
So biggie size? Absolutely.
Shake with that? Absolutely. That is not, did you murder this man and dismember him and bury him in your yard? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Wow.
That's a commercial for murder.
That's insane. Absolutely. Holy shit. Hey everybody, just going to take a quick break from the show to tell you about the safest sponsor there is, Simply Safe.
SimplySafe.com, SIMPLI Safe.com.
We love Simply Safe.
Yeah.
We love it. They've been around for years with us, and that is because it's from the heart. It's great. Right. It's just a great home security system. You can't beat it. You know how certain times, you hear maybe cases on small town murder and you're like, oh boy, I better double check the locks on everything and, do all of that stuff. We do that too.
Yeah.
Except what you don't want is a home security system that only goes off after someone's already inside.
I don't want that.
That's useless. What's that going to do? Yeah, your whole family's,
You're in trouble.
Yeah, they're stacking your family up like cordwood. Stealing all your stuff, and the alarm, it's go woo, 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 big deal, great. You don't need that. Traditional security systems basically say, hey, someone got in. Simply Safe Home Security is much different because it's built to stop crimes before they start. They're going to prevent this stuff. They've got this double layer of defense. They have their AI-powered cameras that can spot a threat, a real threat, while they're still outside your home and alert the live monitoring agents. And those agents, they don't just watch. They'll jump in, they'll yell at them, hey, moron, get out of here. Hey, criminal, go away. The cops are on the way. They can actually talk to the intruder, let them know they're on camera and that police are on the way, and they can even trigger a loud alarm siren, a spotlight if they need to. So it's not all on you to see a notification in time and go, oh, wow, someone's in my house. We love Simply Safe. It protects our homes, our offices. We've used it for years, and it's just the best there is. It's top-notch. You're going to feel better. Get yourself some peace of mind with the best home security system you're going to get. And Simply Safe has been named one of the best home security systems by U.S. News and World Report for 5 years in a row, trusted by over 5 million people to help protect their homes, including us. So protect your home with Simply Safe and get 50% off any new system for a limited time. Just go to simplysafe.com/small. That's SIMPLI safe.com/small. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Now back to the show.
Hey everybody, just going to take a quick break from the show and tell you a great way to look better with Quince.
Quince.com, QUINCE.com.
Oh, it's a new year. We got colder days. Yeah. This is the time when your winter wardrobe has to deliver for you. If you're craving a winter reset, start with pieces truly made to last season after season. That's where you go to Quince. Quince brings together premium materials, thoughtful design, and enduring quality so you stay warm, look sharp, and feel your best all season long. They have everything you need at Quince. That's the deal here. They got men's Mongolian cashmere sweaters, wool coats, leather, and suede outerwear that actually will hold up to daily wear and still look good. I got a cool leather jacket. Wear it all the time. It's great. Love all the stuff I've gotten from Quince, the shirts I've gotten from them, but their outerwear, the coats, the jackets, that's where you need to go. Their outerwear is especially impressive. Down jackets, wool coats, Italian leather outerwear that keeps you warm when it's actually cold. Yeah. Each piece is made from premium materials by trusted factories that meet rigorous standards for craftsmanship and ethical production. Now you go, well, how is it so inexpensive if it's such good quality? Wow. Real easy. They cut out the middleman.
There you go.
That's it. The middleman's, that's where the markup is. That's the big deal. All those traditional markups, and Quince just delivers the same quality as luxury brands at a much smaller fraction of the price. The result is classic styles that you'll love and that hold up year after year. We love Quince. We order from there all the time. Just got a box from Quince with a bunch more stuff. I got some cool sweatshirt jacket type deals. I got really good stuff. You got to go to Quince and check it out. Refresh your winter wardrobe with Quince. Go to quince.com/smalltownmurder for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's quince.com, QUINCE.com/smalltownmurder. Free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/smalltownmurder.
Now back to the show.
So, when I ask, what is Odoo? What comes to mind? Well, Odoo is a bit of everything. Odoo is a suite of business management software that some people say is like fertilizer because of the way it promotes growth. But some people also say Odoo is like a magic beanstalk because it grows with your company and is also magically affordable. But then again, you could look at Odoo in terms of how its individual software programs are a lot like building blocks. I mean, whatever your business needs. Manufacturing, accounting, HR programs, you can build a custom software suite that's perfect for your company. So, what is Odoo? Well, I guess Odoo is a bit of everything. Odoo is a fertilizer, magic beanstalk building blocks for business. Yeah, that's it. Which means that Odoo is exactly what every business needs. Learn more and sign up now at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
He also asked that he be sentenced as quickly as possible.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. The judge said, absolutely. I would love to get you in prison forever. That'd be terrific. And he is ordered to serve the maximum penalty for this, which is, Utah's so weird. We've gone over this before. You, sir, may fuck off 5 years to life.
Okay.
Which I don't mind, actually, because it gives leeway in situations. Because every second-degree murder isn't the same.
Sure.
You know what I mean? If a guy, when he was 17, shot some fucking 7-Eleven clerk or something, that is way different than a 50-year-old man dismembering his friend and burying him in the fucking yard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're putting a lot of trust in a 3-person panel to keep this motherfucker behind bars if they don't.
That's the point. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's you have to be obviously careful about that. Absolutely. But at the same time, I don't like not being
I don't like
able to.
25 to life for a guy that I don't know. There's
not
a cloudy case.
Cloudy case or a case of something that just happened or something like that. That's a little bit rough. And when that's the minimum, when they have to be, minimum, it's a mandatory life of 40 or 50 years, that's kind of tough because it doesn't give the judge any leeway.
Sure.
But at the same time, if your relative's murdered and you hear 5 years to life, you're like, hold on a minute, wait a second.
After 5 years, every year, I got to go listen to I got to go plead for him to be kept. But I assume in a case like this, there's no fucking way after 6 years they're letting him out.
You'd have to be the greatest salesman on earth to get out in 5 years of a murder charge. So
he is a telemarketer, isn't he?
That's true.
Never mind. That was Larry. Well, Larry got Larry the job.
He got Larry the job. He was telemarketing, so he's real full of shit. We know that.
He's selling long distance for Christ's sake.
He could sell anything. You hear that pin drop? That's MCI. That's an old reference. So his defense attorney said his client has, quote, accepted full responsibility for the murder and was anxious to accept the consequences of his actions. To accept
anxious.
It's a real weird, strange way fucking weird way to put that. Accept give them to me. I accept them.
And anxious for it.
Anxious. He said, in Mr. Bennett's words, he doesn't want to, quote, desecrate the victim or his father and the family anymore.
I'm done.
Let's to make sure. He goes, I didn't use that weird terminology in there. That's his words. He said he wants to spare the man's family the agony and pain of going through it all over again in a trial, and said, let's just get on with it. He says the lawyer says he's conducted several soul-searching interviews with his client over the last week and felt the man sincerely didn't want any more of his private life and the details of the mutilation exposed during the process of the trial. He knows, just like everything he has is buried under a layer of concrete with dirt on top of it. And he's like, let's keep that dirt on top of the concrete.
Let's not chisel any of that free.
Yeah, because if you look into it and you keep looking into it, and they would, they're going to find his previous residences. They're going to find them. They're going to find their yards. They're going to dig them up.
So many more bodies.
They're going to find bodies, and he knows that shit, I think, personally. He said he emphasized to me several times that he wanted to end the matter as quickly as possible and wanted to be sentenced right away.
Yeah.
Put me in prison, forget about all the other shit.
Let's make all of it go away.
And he's smart about that too, because honestly, like, time and manpower is the main concern when it comes to this stuff. So if they have him in prison for 5 to life for murder, that's it.
All the time in the world. Yeah.
They're probably just going to shut up about it. I mean, Oregon might go up his ass with a microscope for about his wife, but other than that, everybody else is just going to kind of go away.
Yeah.
But if there's a trial, forget about it. So, and also the district judge said that in the hearing that, he heard he decided to plead guilty rather than delay justice. And the defense attorney also said, I don't think I could have been given an adequate defense without stretching the letter of the law. I don't want to corrupt the system that way. So really, it's really a favor for you, for everyone. The lawyer, he just wants to be a real upstanding guy. Sure. And Robert, of course, doesn't want to put anybody through anything, God forbid.
No, that's tough. Yeah.
He doesn't want that. So he is sentenced to, you, sir, may fuck off, 5 years to life.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, April 5th, 1991.
Yeah.
2 years later. I will read an article from Idaho here. Okay.
Yeah.
Quote, Idaho authorities are looking into similarities between last week's grisly discovery of mummified human limbs in a cave near Dubois with the 1989 dismemberment of a Salt Lake man.
Oh.
Clark County Sheriff Craig King said Thursday that he was contacted by Utah detectives who investigated the February 1989 murder of Larry Dwayne White, who was shot and cut into pieces. Robert Eugene Bennett pleaded guilty to the slaying. Salt Lake County detectives Manny Lassig said lawmen have long suspected Bennett of similar crimes. Bennett has repeatedly refused to talk. Lassig said, quote, he's dangerous and he's really scary. This guy is very dangerous, this man.
Yeah.
After talking to this detective, the Idaho detective said there's parallels between the White homicide and the gruesome discovery of human arms and legs by artifact hunters in a cave.
Oh, shit, damn it.
They found something. That's an artifact, all right. Well, not really, because it's not man-made, but it's something.
They're up there looking for pots and shit, and they find arms and
legs.
They're
looking for something from the Bronze Age, and they come across a fucking fresh arm.
Oh, boy.
He said the limbs have been matched to the torso of an unidentified man found about 100 feet deeper in the cave nearly 12 years ago.
Wow.
When he was touring around the country in that area. So they had found that, they found just a torso, said no arms and legs, and then 12 years later they find fucking legs.
Wow.
That would have been 1979. He would have been killed. That is crazy. The cause of death was undetermined. This is the dumbest thing ever written in a newspaper. The cause of death was undetermined, but police have always considered it a homicide. No shit. Deep in a cave with his arms and legs cut off. He had to have done this to himself. He couldn't take it anymore.
No, James, you don't understand. The police work that went into this. They figured it out.
Wow. Holy shit.
Long
suspected. Now, this is the crazy part. Because it's 5 to life, it's not 5 as a minimum and then you get a parole hearing. It is you get a parole hearing when it comes up for 5.
Oh.
So August of 1992 is his first parole hearing.
Jesus.
It seems like that's just a waste of resources to have parole
Any
hearing
kind of time.
3 years after a dismemberment murder goes to trial. That seems silly. He decides not to go to the hearing. He doesn't even want to try.
Yeah, what's the point?
What could you say to them?
Please.
I'm feeling much better now. I know I dismembered him. My wife's missing. There's a case in Idaho. This is all a mess, but I feel good. You should let me go. I'm going to really turn my life around.
He could go in and do a hot 5 and just do dismemberment jokes.
But they're going to laugh at him, but not laugh with him.
That's the idea, because he knows.
Not laugh with him.
You're not letting me out. What's the point?
He's laughing. They're laughing at him, unfortunately. Yeah. April 2004 parole board hearing. He decided to appear at this one. He did not appear at the original one, and almost opted to be at. He said he almost opted to not come to this one either, because he hasn't had a parole hearing in 12 years.
Right.
He said, I didn't want to face this, but I'm glad I did come down here, as uncomfortable as it is. He, they asked him about, obviously, killing people, and killing Larry White, and he says, I did it. He finally admits it.
Oh, fuck.
He admits it. He said, I shot him. He said it was a fit of anger and frustration. We were in the car going to the telemarketing job, and he said Larry White began groping him.
Oh?
Just reached over and wanted to touch his cock and balls a little bit, he said.
Okay.
He said, quote, I lost it.
Really?
I pulled over and tried to push him off me and started getting more frustrated and just released a whole bunch of anger, I guess. I shot him 5 times.
Okay,
Dude.
So he's saying Larry tried to rape me in the car?
He tried while I was driving also,
right,
which is you don't usually try to rape the driver. It's bad form.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to end up in a bad spot after that. So Larry tried to grope him. He pulled over. The only way to get him out of the car was to shoot him 5 times. And then he said, well, might as well start dismembering.
Okay.
He said, quote, I have no words I can contribute to alleviate the shame I have for this or the guilt I feel. The frustration of several years of failure got to me and I lost control. Several years of failure, or someone was trying to rape you. Which one is it?
Right. Yeah.
Now, his lawyer said, and the parole board people said, that he's been a model prisoner who has taken advantage of available programs and has, quote, made life pleasant for the corrections officers around you.
All right.
And he's admitted to everything. So she said the question for the parole board will be, this is someone on the parole board, quote, what's a life worth in terms of time? They said, you're admitting to it, and you've done all the things that we asked you to do. So,
so how long can we legally and feasibly keep you to say you've been punished?
You've done all the things that we've asked of you, but is it enough time that's gone by? And Bennett said, quote, I don't think there's any amount of time to compensate for taking a person's life. If you gave me natural life with no chance of parole, I'd be prepared for that. Whatever you do, I can handle.
Okay.
So the result is keep handling it because you're not getting paroled, asshole.
Show us next time. Yeah.
Show us next time. During the parole hearing, he claimed that he shot him on impulse and did all that, but the parole board chairman, Michael Sibbett, said it was a cold, premeditated slaying. He said he didn't admit to that. He tried to act like he admitted he killed him, but he didn't admit why and how. He said his story didn't even pan out, not even close. Where the murder took place, why the murder took place, there was the mutilation of the body after it occurred. Then you go on your merry way and assume the victim's identity. It's also cold-hearted. That's also really not good at all. So they're calling him now a drifter and part-time truck driver.
Ooh.
That's what they're calling him here. So that's it. They said, I don't think any amount of time, that's what Bennett had said, I don't think any amount of time can compensate. And apparently it can't because looks like he's still in prison.
Is that right?
Looks like it. And he was born in 1938. So he's in his 80s at this point. He's either, I could find nothing about him dying. I looked everywhere. I found nothing about him dying, but I did find, I don't know how new this is, but he was in custody at the Central Utah Correctional Facility, and his offender number is 53260. So if you can find him dead or alive, let's take a look at it. But there he is. That, everybody, is South Salt Lake, Utah. And that is, it feels like...
So many questions.
It feels like we dug 12 inches in the dirt and hit the concrete slab. And we
you know
can't
what
get
it
past
feels
it.
like?
That's what it feels like.
It feels like
There's a lot
we got
there.
closure for nothing.
For nothing.
There's no closure.
No, there's so much. The wife, all the other people, the guy in Idaho, and how many more fucking people around the country. Think about this.
It's got to be. This is the reason we don't do unsolved cases.
No, but this one, at least he's in prison, so it helps.
There's one that's solved, but I think there's so much more.
This could be, he could have 50 bodies.
This could be 50. Yeah, if there's 10, there's 50. Yeah.
That's what I mean. It could be 3, could be 50, could be, if there's 3, there's definitely 10.
And
if
he
there's
won't
10,
talk.
there's probably 50. You know what I mean? He won't say shit. No, it's not against.
He should
it's
talk
not his best
now.
interest.
Yeah.
Well, now he's in his 80s, and it looks like they're not letting him out. So
they're never
might
letting
as
him
well
out for this.
You know what? Tell a tale, my friend, because it'll be wild.
Spin a yarn.
Let's do it. So there you go, everybody. There is South Salt Lake, Utah, and just a crazy goddamn story. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, tell the world about it. Get on whatever app you are on and give us 5 stars. It helps a ton, helps drive the show up the charts. Definitely follow us on social media at Small Town Murder on Instagram, at Small Town Pod on Facebook. Yeah. Head over to shutupandgivememurder.com.
Oh, yeah.
Plenty of merchandise, but the main thing, get your tickets for live shows. because we got a ton here. Starting out February 21st in Nashville.
Right.
Come party with us down there. Then we have Durham, Atlanta, Phoenix. There's also a Phoenix Your Stupid Opinion show.
Right.
Salt Lake City sold out. Denver, Buffalo, which is almost sold out. Get your tickets. Royal Oak, Milwaukee, Minneapolis, Dallas, San Jose, Sacramento, Terrytown, and Boston. There you go, everybody. So get your tickets right now. ShutUpAndGiveMeMurder.com. Go ahead and get yourself Patreon.
Hurry up.
Patreon.com/CrimeInSports. That's where you want to go. Anybody $5 a month or above, you get everything we put out. Just everything. Hundreds of back bonus episodes immediately upon subscription. New ones every other week. One Crime and Sports, one Small Town Murder.
Yeah,
you get them all. This week, what you're going to get for Crime and Sports, worst NFL weather games. Don't have to like sports. It's hilarious to hear a bunch of grown men try to fucking manage a football game in crazy weather. Then for Small Town Murder, the polling is closed and the mall collapse has won.
Can't wait.
People want to hear about this mall turned into a flea market collapsing on people. We'll do that. That's patreon.com/CrimeInSports. So do that. Come see us. And you also get everything we do ad-free. And you get a shout out ad-free and a shout out at the end of the regular show. You can't beat it. So there you go. That said, ShutUpAndGiveMeMurder.com. Drop-down menus take you everywhere you want to go. Follow us on social media, the show on social media. Find the sponsors, get the tickets, do it all. But make sure to come back next week, because until next week, everybody, it's been our pleasure.
Bye.